my journey was a little bit weird. So like I started watching MMA. You know how like did y'all grow up watching like WWE and shit like that?
Hell yeah.
Of course,
So
yeah.
like I started off watching WWE for like the longest time. And eventually we get to the age where we realize like, damn, this shit fucking fake, ain't it? Because I got banned on TikTok like several months ago and I'm like rebuilding it and shit. But before I got banned, I had like 47,000 followers on there. So I do have a presence.
What's your prediction for the Khamzat Dricus Duplessis fight?
Man, this is one that I've thought about for a while because this is such a fucking coin flip. Like, if I'm a betting man, I'm not even betting on that shit because it's like this is the type of fight to where whoever wins, it's gonna feel like it was dumb obvious that they won in that fashion, right? But I'm gonna have to go with Dricus, and the reason why I'm going with Dricus is because I've recalled Hamzat's coach saying that they're not going to game plan anything special for Dricus in particular because Hamzat's gonna do Hamzat things. He's gonna fight the same way he always fights, rush in there, spam takedowns, get a submission, right? But Dricus is like really underrated with his fight IQ and adaptability. Like Dricus is actually game playing his ass off. Like he did it against Strickland in his second fight. He did it against Whitaker when he was making those adjustments. So I think Dricus is going to be spending his entire training camp just drilling takedown defense, drilling scrambling, because Hamzat is a one trick. Dricus knows what Hamzat wants to do, and I think it's going to get Hamzat like it's going to get him burnt. He's going to try to take down Dricus. He might get a couple takedowns. He's going to get some submission attempts. He's going to gas out, and then Dricus is going to I don't know, fucking drop an anvil from the fucking sky or some shit, and he's going to beat him. I think fourth round finish for Dricus.
And I'll add this on, Chris. I think it's. I like what you said that you're like, hey, it's going to be as obvious as whoever wins, it's going to be obvious, right? That's kind of the way this plays out. If Khamzat goes out there and subs DDP immediately, everyone's gonna be like, of course, fucking, of course he did. Adesanya took DDP down, and whatever. He struggles in the grappling and all that shit, and it's gonna be really simple. And then if we get to rounds 4 and 5, like you're predicting, everyone's gonna be like, of course Khamzat wasn't gonna be able to fucking survive those rounds. We've seen him gassed in round 3 against smaller guys like Usman and especially fucking Gilbert Burns. So yes, I agree with you. And as simple as it sounds, I don't think there's any like method here, Harry, of like there's no like secret fucking juice that everybody's missing or whatever the saying is. It's gonna be very simple. And I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna be rooting for DDP. I think Khamzat's gonna get the takedown immediately and find the sub. But if we don't get that, and if Dricus Duplessis somehow survives that onslaught right away, 5 minutes to I'm talking immediately from when the bell rings to like 7 or 8 minutes in. If DDP is alive, as fucking basic as it sounds, he will get the finish on Khamzat Chimaev later in the fight. I think it's that simple.
Yeah, and it is a reality. Like Chris's reality is, true as to a science. You know how I mentioned that for Anthony Hernandez, I'm dropping a big bankroll. Well, I don't have the same confidence in Khamzat, but I'm dropping the bankroll one and the same. So I have to bet Khamzat, right? Now, provided that it is my hope that Khamzat does well in the striking like he did with Usman. Khamzat does have a high kick. He has a head kick, right? When he did ankle pick Kamaru, despite shooting from far away, he has like data points in his fucking mind to be able to bring you down, even if that means raising your left hand and turning into the double leg and taking you down. It means being sticky on top of you. If he mounts Dricus, bro, he's there till the end of the round. Dricus is not getting up. All right. But again, like you mentioned, you see how Kamaru was, he extends all the way in his striking. Dricus does the same, and he's actually a professional in it, one of the best ever to do it. So could he potentially knock out Khamzat in the later rounds when he's gassing? God damn, that would be a terrible day. But like I told you, there's only one Undertaker in this motherfucker, and it's him.
I'll just throw this in. We were talking off camera about this, but I think it's a great point to make, and I'm sure I'm going to make this point fucking 10 times next week when we're doing all the breakdowns, and we're going to have Harry. Harry, I'm acting like it's my fucking channel, but I'm going to have you on my channel later next week, Harry. We're going to be doing the betting breakdown. But the thing is, I'm going to say this 1,000 times. Khamzat Chimaev, to me, is a 15 out of 10 fighter in the first round. He is the best first round fighter I've ever seen in my life when it comes to MMA. But that quickly fades, man. It quickly fades. And I know everybody's kind of nitpicking things with him, and we don't have too much film on Chimaev. But go watch rounds 3 of the Gilbert Burns and the Kamaru Usman fight. And it is not the same guy that we see anywhere in the UFC with Khamzat, right? Like, you see him in that first round, he's 15 out of 10. Now, give him a grade. Go watch those 2 fights, grade him in round 1, and then watch the same fight and grade him in round 3 for me on a scale of 1 to 10. And you guys just fucking message me and let me know what you think. Because I think he drops down to like a 4 out of 10 fighter. And that's
I like how you rate, man. That's interesting how you cap.
That's round 3. So imagine if we get into round 4 where this fucking guy DuPlessis gets that second and third win that he always somehow gets. That's going to be fucking wild. And as a fan, Carrie, I told you this, as a fan, I'm super goddamn excited and hopeful that we get to see round 4 or 5 from Khamzat Chimaev. Not due to the fact that I want him to lose, more so due to the fact that I want these questions answered when it comes to Chimaev, right? It's one of those weird things that you get in MMA that you don't really ever get in any other sport. I know what Kobe Bryant is in the fourth quarter. I know what LeBron is in the fourth quarter. I know what fucking John Morant and Steph Curry are, you know, when it's crunch time. We have no clue what the fuck Khamzat Chimaev is in crunch time. So I want to find that out.
Then I discovered the UFC, and I was just like, oh, so this is like, it like filled the void because it's like real violence. But I didn't start really getting into it until UFC Undisputed 3 came out. It was the game that got me into it.
Yep.
And then like I wasn't into MMA for a long ass time once I stopped playing the game. But then it was UFC 287 that got me like hooked onto it again. After I watched Izzy knock out Pereira, like I was just addicted to the shit. So since then, I've just been watching every single card, like literally anything MMA related. I'm trying to consume it. So it's like a weird little journey, not a straight path by any means.
You've been fucking crushing it, bro, on like Instagram. And I don't have TikTok, or I do, but like I barely use it and shit. But you've been fucking killing it, bro. And you and the Yuri dude, the fucking let's go for that guy.
Oh yeah, that fucking guy. I love that guy. Yeah, I got to meet him too, and I really appreciate that as well. But I got to meet that fucking that Yuri impersonator in real life. He was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what next. So next month, Yuri follows our channel. He follows me on Instagram, which is cool as fuck. I don't know how the hell that happened, but amazing. Yeah, super fucking cool. I'm jealous, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm jealous of the ball. That's my favorite fighter, bro. That's my favorite fighter. And then my second favorite fighter is Marab. So it's like I gotta go to this next card. I missed out on January. I didn't go to that. So it's like, I'm going to 319. I'm in Chicago. I live in Chicago. So I'm going to this weekend's card, obviously, or the next weekend. But then I'm going to fucking 320. And Yuri's obviously going to fucking be there. So
absolutely.
I'm trying to set some shit up. I'm trying to set something up.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same shit, bro. I'm trying to save up to go to fucking UFC 320, man. Because Yuri, bro, like, I've only, like, how many cards have you been to?
Chris, where are you from? What state?
I'm from Virginia.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm from Virginia. So it's like a decent little ways, but not too far. But how many cards have y'all been to?
Probably like 10 for me, UFC cards.
Damn, 10?
Yeah.
What was the first one you went to?
Chris, Dino's been to a lot of them, bro. Like if you screen through his grid, you can see all these pictures with fighters. It's crazy. It took me by surprise.
Yeah, I'm already seeing that shit in the back right now. That's a nice ass setup you got, Dino. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Just my dirty ass basement. But yeah, we try to go we probably try to go like twice a year. You know what I'm saying? It's cool because I got family in Arizona. They used to go to Arizona a bunch, so that was such an easy ass trip for me. All I gotta pay for is a flight, right? Because I got a place to stay, I got food and shit. Like my aunts are cooking for me and all that. So it's like free ass vacation basically. So that's amazing. And then from there, Vegas is a 3-hour drive, so it's not that bad, you know?
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, you got that shit made out there in the West Coast, man. That's a good ass setup. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying, and then Chicago, obviously, they used to come here once a year. It's been fucking 6 years since they came here, so I'm excited. We got a after party. Tracy Cortez is gonna be there and shit. You're about to see me, Harry. You're about to see me fucking stunting, bro.
That's in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Now, when Tracy Cortez is in the building, you gotta fucking stunt. I actually saw her ass in the club, and when I went to UFC 314, Miami.
Yeah.
If y'all ever been to Miami, go to Club 11. Club 11 is fucking lit.
They
love Tracy Cortez in there.
I've heard and I've seen people. My boys go to Miami. I've never been there. Never been to Miami. A bunch of my boys go, and I've seen pictures of that place. It's fucking busting.
Bro, you have to go to Miami. There's a Miami card every fucking year, bro. You have to go to the next Miami card, bro.
My girl loves Miami, but it's like, you know how the fuck that goes. I'm not trying to take my girl to Miami. You feel me?
Look, you can take her to Miami, but make sure you hold her hand the entire fucking time.
And she's like, Miami, and next time you go to Miami, next time you go to Vegas, I'm coming with you.
Those are some shiesty cities for sure. So definitely,
man.
Definitely go out there with her. I gotta make sure
she doesn't like this shit. Like, she doesn't fuck with fighting. You know what I mean? So she's always trying to get me to like take her with me, and I'm just like, all right, look, like, babe, it's hard for me to justify. Like, I'm not trying to be cheap, and I'm not trying to be like an asshole. It's hard for me to justify taking your ass somewhere, flight, hotel, and then I gotta buy you a fucking $1,000 fight ticket, and you don't even give a fuck. Like, you don't know any of this shit. You know?
Exactly. Her ass gonna be falling asleep during the fucking prelims and
I'm
shit.
Saying, bro.
Like, come on now. When I go to 320, I am paying for my ticket and my ticket only.
Right, exactly. I'm taking low-key, I'm taking my mom with me to 320.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you gotta take the Dukes out there. Yep. Yeah. Mom for sure.
Man. UFC 320. Man, let's see.
Pereira.
Bro, that card is like a lot to you. That card is amazing.
Jesus, Jiri, Khalil, Abbas, Joe, Ateba, Shabazian, Hardy, Brogan Walker. Yeah, this is fire.
That card's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, Chris, so this guy right here, Harry, what he does, he's in like the betting world. He's in the MMA betting world. He's got a website and like a whole fucking program. I'll let him explain it, but he's got like a whole ass program where they just break shit down with betting. So that's what he specializes in on YouTube. He picks from like a betting perspective and lets motherfuckers know like what the best bets are, where he sees value and all that kind of shit. So usually on my channel, if I'm, we're doing our show, we're just doing like regular card breakdowns. We bring Harry on every week, or, for the pay-per-views at least, we bring him on to do like a betting show. So he was hitting up some people today. We had some people in and out. They already left and whatever. But I guess we're just going to do like sort of a card breakdown, some betting, just talking shit about MMA. Harry, how do you want to do it, bro?
Man, just the best bets, bro. That's it. Like, what do you like? For example, I like Hernandez, right? And I don't know if I'm comfortable with parlaying. I mean, I'm so confident in Fernandes, it's almost ridiculous. This guy got kicked out of his high school wrestling team because his grades were shit. And we're talking, this guy doesn't have NCAA or NCIAI or any of these credentialed wrestling clubs, He just learned it from the gym, and look at how good he is, Just like this Chris was saying, he was saying, man, the guy's got a good sprawling brawl. He knows how to use it. He's sticky like Marab, relentless pressure and all that. Like, that's real, man. So I'm so confident in him, but I don't know if I could gather a second leg. So I'm going to parlay him with Carini Silva. And then when I do find my second confident leg for this Dolidze Hernandez card, I'm going to parlay it with the following weekend's card, the Khamzat card. And I'm pretty sure if I haven't done Carini Silva with Hernandez, I'm going to do Hernandez with Khamzat. And I'm talking big, bro. I'm talking 50% of the total account. You know what I'm saying? Just like when we had last weekend, Chris Duncan, right? We had 33%. The weekend before that, we had Max Holloway. We had 50%, right? No, we had Tabitha Ritchie plus 154, right? So on and so forth. So that's how confident I am in Hernandez and Khamzat, in Carini Silva, and that unidentified leg for this fight card with Dolidze Hernandez. That's why I was asking you, brother. What do you got? Chris, what do you got? What do you got, Dino? What do you got for a second leg,
I mean, as a dog, I like Angela Hill a lot on this card. I just like the experience there. I like C-Rod to beat Andre Fili, even though that's like really a 50-50 fight, but Andre Fili's too inconsistent for me. Gene Matsumoto to beat Miles Johns. I'm confident in that one. And then CLD and Eryk Anders. I think CLD's knocking his ass out. That's really like where my confidence is at on this card. I'm not really confident in anything else, to be honest with you.
Wow. So Christian Leroy Duncan's getting the knockout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I like Cachoeira as a dog too. I like her as a dog to beat Joselyn Edwards.
Wow.
Well, let's just get into it.
Let's go. You know, Hernandez, Dolidze. Yeah, Dolidze's competed with the ADCC promotion. We know that, but he didn't make it out the first round. Matuis Rebecca, who just fought last weekend, right, against the Scottish, what's his name? Chris Duncan. You know, he made that tournament twice, and he got all the way through the rounds and earned himself a gold medal 2 times. So that's the difference of fighter Hernandez is going up against here when it comes to credentialing, right? Your art. So yes, I get that. A lot of people are talking about Roman Dolidze and his grappling, but I got Hernandez with his chain striking to wrestling and potential submissions left and right if he could pull it off. If not, like our guy here, Chris said, bro, a decision win for Hernandez, bro, on the scorecard. Unanimous or split. That's how I got it. What do you got?
Dude, I got with Hernandez, I got like either 4th round submission or a decision. Because Roman, like you said, like Roman's, I didn't even know he had all those credentials, but I knew just from watching film on him, like his grappling is fucking insane, especially from bottom guard. Oh my goodness, I've seen him do some of the nastiest sweeps I've ever seen. Like, remember Jack Hermanson when he fought him? He put him in a calf slicer and then grounded powdered him. I was impressed. I was like, holy shit, that motherfucker insane on the ground. What the fuck? But he doesn't really like shoot like takedowns or anything. Like, you never see him shooting takedowns, single legs, double legs. Not that it would matter anyway, because Anthony can scramble, right? So I'm a little scared though, because with Anthony, sometimes when he's like scrambling and like putting pressure on people with the grappling, he'll leave his neck exposed. And in those scrambles, he's vulnerable. And with Roman Dolidze, as good as he is on the ground, like I wouldn't be surprised if he caught him in something. So that's one thing I'm worried about, but I'm still pretty confident that Anthony's gonna get it done because he's pretty good at escaping like bad positions and shit. So that's how I feel about the main event. At least I'm a little nervous. Because I'm going to put some money on Anthony. I'm a little nervous, though, because Roman, he's a motherfucker on the ground.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Chris, you know what's also crazy, man? And I'm surprised I'm even putting money on Hernandez because, to be honest, brother, I'm from New York. You know, I came up in both schools, Sketchy Smart, you know, the School of Hard Knocks. I was on the block, preparatory friends, school classes, you know, private school classes and friends the same. Hernandez has a crazy upbringing. I'm talking about this guy comes up from the mud to make a life that he's made for himself and through an MMA gym that is also sort of run down, you know, with no offense, you know, to that name. And I just can't believe that, you know, he's now finally on this winning streak that could potentially put him on a title eliminator. That I think he's incredibly deserving, man. The humility in that guy is like Marab, like you highlighted, man, the most deserving. So I'm excited for him, and that's why I'm dropping my bankroll on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I feel you on that. Anthony's just, he's just different, man. And like, I don't even got to read about his shit to know he had a crazy upbringing because he just got that swag about him too. You feel me? Like, he got some swag to him. Like, I think he's an uncrowned champ. He's underrated as fuck. And honestly, I don't know if anyone else has already said this already, but I think if Anthony wins this fight, I think that we should give, you know, Anthony versus RDR for a title eliminator. Fuck it. Because we already
What do you think about that, Dino? What do you think about that?
I don't hate that, man. I think that's a great style matchup. RDR and Fluffy Hernandez is unreal. If you guys watch the my breakdown, which Harry, you got a link for the folks over there. If you guys watch my breakdown, I am picking Fluffy Hernandez. The only thing with Anthony Hernandez, though, that worries me is I don't know how much this guy likes fighting, right? There's been times where he said, like, I'm not a fan of this shit. I just do it because I'm good at it. So he doesn't watch UFC. He doesn't watch MMA. And then when you start looking really closely at, like you were saying, Chris, you were saying he's a great grappler, and of course he is. He's a nasty jiu-jitsu practitioner, great cardio. The striking is a little sketchy. It's a little ugly. Yeah, he's got some decent power, but it's awkward. And then you look at his resume, man. He beat Brendan Allen last time out, who Brendan Allen was on like a terrible skid, right? So just like the worst version of Brendan Allen you could beat. He beat, honestly, the worst version of Michelle Pereira I've ever seen. He gassed out in 30 seconds in that fight. Roman Kopylov, who's got no grappling. Edmund Shabazian, who's got no grappling. Marc-Andre Barrios, who has no grappling. Josh Fremd, who's irrelevant. and then he beats Rodolfo Vieira, a guy who only has grappling. So it's a really goddamn impressive little streak he's on, but it's been weird competition. So Roman Dolidze worries me a little bit. I am still going with Fluffy Hernandez by submission as well, Chris, late in this fight, 4th or 5th round. But I'm fucking worried for him because Roman Dolidze is one of the meanest motherfuckers you'll ever see in the cage. That guy doesn't care about injuring you. That guy doesn't care about hurting you. He's out there for violence. So I'm worried for Fluffy, but I'm sticking with him by finish.
And the next fight, you have Steve Erceg. You got a boxer in Steve Erceg, orthodox striker versus Ode Osbourne, right? The southpaw. And that's an interesting fight because, you know, when you style these two together, you have the open body kick, right? That Osbourne can attack. And, you know, he could get that body work done. So something like when he fought Jael Filo. But, you know, you saw how that fight ends, right? Despite the advantages that Osbourne had in the striking with him. With a guy that is only a submission grappler, he ends up getting out grappled, and he gets finished. So now you have a credentialed grappler and boxer in Steve Erceg going up against Ode Osbourne. Granted, Filo does have quite the traps. The guy's got quite the chin. You know, he could take a hit, you know, to give one right back. Whereas we have a questionable Steve Erceg, right? Sort of chinny. But then you have to add the edge in the fact that this is a bantamweight, a featherweight fight, right? No, bantamweight fight. So it's one weight class up. So that's why I think Steve Erceg has all the edge here. This would be an upset that does not have an expected value number to it. You know, not even the quantitative computers or the quants behind the lines making them could figure this shit out, because it's overwhelming a -1,000 line. Believe me, brother.
I'm with you. Look, I'll do a quick breakdown and then I'll pass it off to Chris. I think the odds speak for themselves, right? I love Ode Osbourne. He's been cool with us at 10-7 MMA. He's an awesome fighter. He beat another one of our boys in Charles Johnson a while back, and that's a great win for him. The thing with Steve Erceg, right? People are I guess some people are sort of looking down on Steve Erceg with this three losing streak, right? He lost to Pantoja. A lot of people think he won that fight. Yeah, he got knocked out by Carcar France, and then he got outclassed by former champion Brandon Moreno, who at this point looks like he might be the second best flyweight in the world. I still got faith in Steve Erceg. I think he's amazing. I think at 35, the power is going to translate even more. And then you're talking about Steve Erceg being chinny. I think Ode Osbourne's a little chinny. So I got Steve Erceg by knockout in this fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Steve Erceg, I think he's gonna wake the world up with who he really is. Because like at one point in time, you know, everybody was glazing him and this and that, and now after a couple losses, everyone wants to give up on him. Like, people gotta understand, it's fucking flyweight. Flyweight is like the Wild West. You feel me? Like, anything can happen in flyweight. Just like how anyone can go on a losing streak at one moment, you can go on a win streak at another moment, and then boom, you get another title shot. So by no means is Steve Erceg out the mix by any means. He's going to be back, and I think this performance right here is going to show that he's back. Because I was watching some film on him, and like, I like his game. I do think that he's a better nail than a hammer. Like, he's definitely a better nail than hammer, like better counter striker than someone that just goes forward and like rods and shit. But I like his game, and I think his head movement is a little bit sus in moments. But other than that, I can't really see how he loses. I mean, I would have to go back and watch film on Ode Osbourne because y'all know me. I've been busy as fuck all week with work and shit. So I'm going to watch film, but I'm going to pick Erceg. I can't really see a reason why he'd lose right now.
Let's go,
Ode
Chris.
comes out hot. You know, that's the only thing that I guess that worries me a little bit is Ode Osbourne comes out really fucking hot at the beginning of fights. And if Erceg actually is chinny, right, which there is that narrative out there, if that's real, like, Ode Osbourne can definitely fucking put the lights out. I think the skill is eventually just gonna, like, the skill's gonna hold true in this fight, right? And we're gonna see the guy that's a better striker technically, the better grappler technically, win the fight like he's supposed to. But I wouldn't be fucking shocked, I guess, if Ode Osbourne knocks him out.
Now, don't get me wrong. Let's say he wins, and I hope he will, and he will. Steve Erceg. You know, I think the UFC intends for him to stay at bantamweight and then maybe matchmake him against the winner of Marlon Chito Vera and who's Chito Vera fighting? He's fighting
They
a
just
young
announced it
prospect.
today.
Yeah, they announced it today.
Oh man.
And already people are fading Chito Vera, which is crazy. They're like, he has no shot with this guy. I'm like, bro, he's the. Who is it, man? You're looking it up?
Yeah, I just saw it on Instagram earlier today.
Yeah, man, Chito. How do y'all feel about Chito?
This fight right here, the one that Chito's been announced for, it'll determine what I feel about Chito. That's it, bro. If his legacy and all that, I'll define. I'll give you an. I'll tell you.
Heyman Zahabi.
There you go, Heyman Safavi. He's fighting him in Vancouver, Canada.
Yes.
So we could literally get Steve Erceg versus Heyman Zahabi. I would hope, because he's fighting champions,
Mm-hmm.
Heyman Zahabi's not that good, man. I like Chito. I think Chito is just. I think it's clear at this point what Chito Vera is. He's like exactly where he should be. He's like number 5, 6, 7 in the division. He belongs right there. He's not as good as the champion. He's not as good as Marab or O'Malley or Umar or fucking Peter Yan. He's behind those guys. But like, I think he's in that level with what's the guy that everybody hates that they're booing? Fucking that
Mario.
What's his name? I forgot his name. But
Mario, right?
Yeah, Mario. I think he's better than Mario. I think he's better than Kyler Phillips. I think he's better than those guys. He's like in that Song Yadong area. That's where I see him, and I think that's where he belongs. That's who Chito Vera is. Great chin, by the way. Best chin in the fucking division.
And then this
I don't
fight
even understand how his chin is that good. Like, chins don't make any sense, to be honest. Chins make no sense.
Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah, that's interesting. You're right about Chito being exactly where he should be, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm kind of a Chito hater, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I be hating on Chito, man.
But Chris, what if I told you that Luke Rockhold had a conversation with Dana and fed him exactly what the game plan would be? Exactly, against Sean O'Malley, because that's the only way you could have had timing like that, bro. It was supernatural timing. Would you not agree that was supernatural timing, bro?
No, it was literally perfect. Like, Chito looked like a deer in fucking headlights. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if a game plan got leaked. Like,
yes, Dino, I know you don't like what I just said, but I truly believe
I don't mind
Luke
that.
Rockhold sold his ass out. I promise you, for money, bro. Luke Rockhold is money hungry.
He might have. I believe it.
Hey, I was having a conversation today with somebody about that fight when the Chito Vera news dropped. It's like, brother, like Chris said, deer in the headlights is a perfect fucking term. He didn't do anything for 5 fucking rounds. He stood there, just got touched up by O'Malley while his house was getting robbed, by the way. So that's another thing that that's fucking crazy. Neither here nor there. But he just got his ass beat for 5 fucking rounds, bro. Like, he didn't throw anything. And any time there's something like that, when it's such a massive opportunity, the biggest fight of your life, and you don't even fucking try, I don't know, bro. Yeah, something was off with that fight for sure.
Yeah, I think what it is like, I feel like deep down, subconsciously, Chito knew that he didn't belong there. Because, like, that was probably, other than the Stipe fight with Jones, that might have been the most undeserving title shot I've, like, ever seen in, like, the last 3 years. And I feel like Chito knew that. I feel like he knew that the first time he beat him was a fucking fluke, and he didn't belong to be there. And that's why the activity wasn't there, because it's like, I think he overthunk it.
Probably.
I don't know. Sometimes when an athlete knows he doesn't belong somewhere, he plays like shit, fights like shit. Can't pull the trigger. Not confident. He didn't look confident at all. Like,
that's an objective view. That's cool.
And another one you could think of like that, which strengthens your argument, is Colby Covington, right? When he fought Leon. Same fucking shit.
Oh, yeah.
Did not deserve that. He didn't do a goddamn thing.
Same shit. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna lie, like, that fight probably pissed me off more than any other fight aside from the main event of 303. But that fight right there, Colby, I can go all day talking shit about Colby and Leon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna get into it, but them two, oh man.
This next fight, you have incredible, man. This is the girl that fought the Mexican prospect. I don't know if you recall. Yeah, Jasmine Haragui. So it's Jasmine Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Yeah. Already, Jasmine Lucindo has fought a rangy Thai striker in Polyana Vienna. So this won't be too far from what she knows, and you know how she fights. So she's gonna look for a boxing match. That's what she does. She manipulates her opponents into it with her bouncy footwork. She cuts the angles, circles around them, and there you go. The combinations, start going out. So that's how I got it. I got Lucindo winning. She's got the trip sweep. She got the body lock. And I think that, she would win this fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Lucindo as well. Like, I like Angela Hill and shit, but I can't get past her record. Like, what is her record? Like 18-14 or some shit like that? Like, she has losing tendencies, clearly. Like, I need to do a film breakdown on her, but she definitely has losing tendencies. And she's going up against somebody half her age. So I'm going to have to go with Jasmine. Like, I just have to off that. I might change my mind because I'm going to watch a shit ton of film at night now that I got some time. But other than that, I'm going to have to go with Jasmine.
I feel that. But look, and I already kind of leaked this to you guys earlier. I'm going Angela Hill. And you mentioned Angela Hill's record. Fucking Yasmin Lucindo, 17-6. That's not a fucking great record either, right? We look at her UFC career. Last time out, she looked awful against Amanda Lemos. And I know that's a completely different style dynamic than we're facing this time out. But really, again, who is she beating? I know you mentioned Polyana Viana, and I guess that's a good one. An aging Karolina Kowalkiewicz, an aging Marina Rodriguez, Brogan Walker, who's probably the worst fighter in the UFC at that point. Lost to Yasmin Harvey, which was a great fight. But I don't know, man. It's just, to me, Angela Hill, she has those veteran tendencies where she knows how to win striking exchanges. And yes, her cardio looks like it's starting to fail her, which is a terrible thing for somebody like Angela Hill. But she's quick, she's gritty, she's a vet. I like the plus money on her. So I'm taking a fucking risk. I'm going Angela Hill by decision.
All right, man. And we have now Andre Fili against Christian Rodriguez, man. Yeah, I got C-Rod here, I think, at minus 500.
Minus 215, I think, Harry.
Oh, minus 215?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're being generous. And it's interesting because anyone's going to watch tape. They're going to see the Meza Costa fight, and they're going to say, how the fuck, did you not, win this fight, man? You had so many opportunities on the feet to just explode. Costa was just staring you down because he couldn't get his arms up anymore, and you didn't do it. You didn't get it done. And that you must always draw a number for. Always, always. If you have the dog, you don't think about it twice. Just like with Matusz Rebecki last week, when the end of round 2 happened, the commission, the cut man, no one said a word. UFC matchmakers were looking at Rebecki's eyes shut at the end of that second round. That's illegal as fuck, bro. They even waved the doctor down. Doctor did a quick, they didn't even have the doctor go out, man. Just a quick, you can see how many fingers, 1, 2. Who the fuck is not going to want to stay in the fight? Of course, Rebecki's going to say 2, and then the doctor goes off, right? Into the sunset. Rebecki couldn't open that freaking eye, right? He couldn't. It was literally shut. Duncan does not give a fuck. He said, that's not my problem. You know why? Because you had 5 people with checks and balances who could have done something about it. Now I'm going to take his fucking eye out. And that's what you need. And people are going to watch tape and say, fuck, Christian doesn't have that. He's not a fighter, bro. He's just talented. He's skillful.
But he ain't no fighter.
Exactly, So now I will credit his age. He's young, 26. So fuck it, right? I'll say, it got away from him because of that. But here with Andre Fili, we're talking Christian Rodriguez, who took down Austin Bashi twice. Christian Rodriguez, who was looking for a Darce choke 2, 3, 4 times on Meza Costa. And you're telling me he's not going to beat Andre Fili? Andre Fili fought Nathaniel Wood, grappled and boxed him. C-Rod is much better fighter than Nathaniel Wood, So I got C-Rod on the money line at minus 215, whatever.
Fili, I don't think I've ever sat down and watched him. I don't know how I ended up missing his fights, but is Andre Fili, does he happen to be a rising prospect or how
rangy kickboxer? He's been in the game maybe 10 years with the UFC. Nearly half his record is with the UFC, maybe more. 24 fights, 12 defeats. And very inconsistent, like Dino has mentioned several times, bro. You're right. And the reason why you say he's a rising prospect is because he had that reputation. They thought he would be a champion. He went on a 3-4 fight win streak, lost, 3-4 fight win streak, and then lost, one, lost. That's it.
I'll put it to you this way, Chris. When he was coming up, like Harry's saying, they thought he was the next guy. They threw him in there with Max Holloway. He got fucking subbed by Max Holloway. Then they give him a couple.
Subbed by Max?
Yep, got subbed by Max. Then he gets a couple, layup matchups. Then he fights a rising Yair Rodriguez. gets knocked the fuck out by Yair. Then he gets a layup, and then they have him fight a rising Calvin Kattar, and he gets decisioned by Calvin Kattar. Then he gets fucking Artem Lobov and some other people, loses to Michael Johnson. So it's always that story, right? Couple wins, loses to Sadiq Youssef. Couple wins, loses to Bryce Mitchell on the rise. That's his whole story. And the thing with C-Rod is, these are the people generally that C-Rod fucking struggles with, right? Because he's got the opposite of that story. He's a young guy, but they only match him up with these young, undefeated killers. He beats them, and then he loses to the vets. So that's kind of tripping me out over here. It's a really weird matchup. Andre Fili is a dog. You never know which one you're getting. But fucking C-Rod is so good, man. C-Rod is a absolute dog in the grappling. Like you said, he took down fucking Austin Bashy, controlled him. That last fight, I think just take it with a grain of salt. He should win this fight with the grappling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly why I asked. Because I know about Christian Rodriguez. I know he'll fraud check a motherfucker quick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Christian then. But it makes me nervous, though. It makes me nervous because Andre Fili, like, he ain't no rising prospect no more. Like, Christian, you know, he gets plus 30 attributes on every fucking thing when it's a rising prospect. So, I'm going to have to pick Christian, though.
Fucking 99 overall.
Yeah, it turns into a fucking 99 Hall of Fame everything when it's a motherfucker younger than 25. So,
yeah, man. And now we have Miles John and Gene Matsumoto, right? Everyone likes that prospect, Japanese, Brazilian fighter, and went head to head with Rob Font. And yeah, man, I got Miles Johns here. I like Miles Johns for his crisp striking, mainly boxing. He's got a good ground and pound. He's athletic. He was suspended for steroids in the past for sure. I think that his wrestling is going to assist him here. I think his offensive wrestling will assist him here. He can scramble. He can sprawl, he can brawl with Matsumoto. And I think that, one thing I noticed about Matsumoto is gassing in the third, man. In the third, he gasses heavy. Yes, he has volume. He's striking through and through. But with how Miles uses his footwork for evasion of certain shots or to play the range against you, I think that he could potentially win a decision here. Another one close where people are going to say, what the fuck, man? He beat Font. He can't get through these old men, man. What's going on? That's what I think.
I'm on the opposite side, Harry. I'm going Gene Matsumoto. This is one of my favorite prospects in all of MMA right now. Last week, we saw one of them, and he didn't fucking put on a great performance. And what's his name from Argentina? Fucking Kevin Vallejos. That's probably my favorite prospect. Gene Matsumoto might be too. I think this kid is crazy fucking talented. He's 25 years old. He's fast. He's a good striker. He's a good grappler. And we've seen history with him beating wrestlers, man. Brad Katona, Dan Argueta, those were his first 2 UFC fights. Those are heavy wrestlers. And he was able to beat those guys. Rob Font is Rob Font, right? Unks are going to unk sometimes. And great performance by Rob Font. I think there's no shame in being 24 years old and losing to that guy. I think Gene Matsumoto bounces back. I don't love the fucking odds being massive in this fight. I don't think I'm going to bet it at all. But I do think Matsumoto wins.
What do you think Matsumoto's ceiling is?
Top 5. Top 3, top 5, yeah. I think think about it. He's 25 years old, man. He's 17-1 or 16-1, whatever his record is.
Making rollouts at the font.
This kid's fucking legit. And he's already fighting those top guys, right? You get through Miles Johns. I mean, like, if you just lost to Rob Font and then the UFC's giving you Miles Johns, I think the UFC wants this kid to win, right? That ideally, you want the 25-year-old prospect to beat the older veteran. So I think that they know this is a good matchup for him. Miles Johns is very dangerous. On top of the good grappling, he has fucking nuclear power, but I just got to trust in the young guy here, man. Miles Johns, 31. This kid's 25, so I like Matsumoto a lot, man. And 92% of people picking Matsumoto on Tapology, if that makes you any more uncomfortable, Harry.
Wow. 90%. All right, and now we got Eryk Anders, man.
We didn't ask Chris. Chris, what do you got?
For that one, I'm gonna go with Matsumoto. I'm gonna have to pick Matsumoto on that one because like Miles Johns, like I watched it before. Like I like him, but I don't know. There's just something about him. Like he just gives me the vibe that he's gonna cost me some money one day. So I don't never want to pick him in any fight he's got. So
it's
I'm
the
gonna have to go
KO
with
power.
Matsumoto on this one.
Harry, how do you feel about that? What if you got a fucking vibe just off somebody bet? Are you betting on somebody?
No, it's
vibes
not
off?
that. No, it's not that he has a vibe. He saw him fight. He just said it. It's just that
No,
he's
no, that's not what I'm. That's not what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying just in general, from a betting perspective, right?
I think when someone refers to the vibe, they refer to the subconscious mind. They've seen this guy on TV. His punching is soft. They're like, yo, is this guy gonna knock anybody out? He's moving so much and doing nothing at the same time. All he's doing is offensively wrestling this guy down, down, down against the wall, you know, and trying to win a decision. So that's what I think. I think it's subconscious when people talk about a vibe, you know, but it's definitely metrics, you know, it's definitely science.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on vibes for that one. I'm picking Matsumoto, man.
Come on.
I might change my mind though, because I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching his shit all night, so I might change my mind. Right now, it's just vibes.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Eryk Anders, Christian Leroy Duncan, who I thought would be something big in the UFC. Christian Leroy Duncan, man, his striking, bro, but he has no takedown defense. And then Eryk Anders, bro, he took down Jung Young Park, the Iron Turtle, 3 times.
Your boy.
Yeah, that's actually insane. Jung Young Park 3 times.
So you guys might be right. Matsumoto will win, and then Eryk Anders as the underdog would potentially bust everyone's shit. Or, you know, you got Eryk Anders and Miles Johns winning, bro. 2 underdogs back to back, which has been very popular in sequence, like no other time in the last 5 years. 2025, like no other time. 2024, 2023, 22, never happened. Back to back underdogs while you're chasing bets, watching UFC live. Only this year, man. Incredible. So I got Eryk Anders.
You got Eryk Anders. I'm going CLD. I got to stay on the opposite side. I don't fucking love CLD though, Harry. I agree with you. I thought when I saw this guy's fucking regional shit and I saw his tape from England, I was like, my God, bro, this is the next fucking big thing out of England. He's all right. You know what I mean? He's a good striker. He's creative as fuck. He's got nasty power. The grappling isn't there. Just the full MMA game isn't there. And yes, he's English, but if you guys have never seen CLD fight, he fights like those French fighters, right? He's got like that French savate style where it's just like very in and out. I don't want to be touched. I want nothing to do with the grappling. Let me outpoint you when I don't think he needs to be that. I think he does have crazy power, and I expected a lot more from him. So I'm not sold on him. I'm just also not fucking sold on Eryk Anders being 38 years old. These football players just aren't that good at MMA for what that's worth.
No, they're not. They fucking suck.
Yeah, you know, so roll tide and all that. Roll tide and all that bullshit, but CLD by knockout.
All right, man.
Chris, who you taking?
I'm gonna go with Christian.
Harry, so okay. So let's look at this, Harry. On the main card, how many dogs you got?
It appears I only have 2. I literally only have the upset with Miles Johns defeating Gene and Eryk Anders.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna sprinkle on those because you're usually good. Do you have a lock of the week?
Yo, you know what's crazy, Dino? That my lock of the weeks their purpose have never been to just find a dog, bro. I just so happen to win them. And I'm really disappointed that for the pay-per-view, you saw I was hounding and away with Kyler Phillips, you know. We cashed the spread, but nobody bets that. They only bet the money line. And guess who was the biggest play that week for all of us, my community, and it should have been yours too, fucking Max Holloway. You know, and how many videos did I publish on Max? You know, how we went public on it. You know why Dana White does not want to retire the BMF belt. Everyone's saying he wants to because he said it. I told him, bro, that dude is a Taoist, man. He wants to see Dustin Poirier go out gracefully. It's part of his philosophy in this shit. And man, you know, I was really disappointed. But yes, no, I'm not particularly chasing a dog. But if you ask me what I like on this card, Gilbert Urbina to defeat Uros Medic. And Miles Johns with this guy now, Eryk Anders. Just 3 dogs this whole card. That's all I got.
Okay. I like that. I like Gilbert Urbina as a fighter. Uros Medic is dangerous, but yeah, Gilbert Urbina is a fucking dog, so we'll see. There's a lot of money to be made next week is all I'm fucking saying. So if you don't want to be risky and spend all your fucking money this week, maybe save it. Maybe save it because UFC 319 is about to be fucking crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that card's about to be nuts.
That's all I'm saying,
Ooh,
bro.
that fucking main event, man. Whew.
Dog, I'm gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be nervous. I get nervous fucking watching these title fights at home. When you watch those shits in fucking person and it's Khamzat, like what? That's crazy.
Man, this fucking Khamzat. Yo, get a good ass video for me on that fucking walkout, man. That walkout about to be fucking legendary.
I might go live, see what happens, you know?
Hell yeah.
Might go live.
Yo, that aura is unlike anyone, you know? Like, I appreciate Islam Makhachev if I see him live. I appreciate Marab. I appreciate these killers, you know? Yeah. If I see Topuria, wow, I'm psyched. But when you see Khamzat, that shit is dark, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a crazy motherfucker right there. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't wait to see this guy sprinting and shit. He's not even in Chicago yet, bro. Fucking DDP's been here for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks or some shit.
Fuck is Khamzat doing? He having a visa problem or some shit?
He's in LA, bro. He's training with fucking Sarukian and Aaron Pico, and they're all just in LA chilling. Wild.
Khamzat, man.
And Julius Walker, Rafael Cerqueria, man. Cerqueria comes from the Jungle Fight Club in Brazil. That shit is a botched MMA promotion. I think it's just a feeder for the UFC. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. And yeah, you have Julius Walker here. Julius Walker, great prospect. I think he's going to win it. You know how he fights. He fights against the fence. That's all he does. He can grapple you. He'll get on his knees to try and lock his hands in and just bring you down. Rafael Cerqueria is losing this fucking fight. I'll bet my dick. That's what I'll bet. My whole life, bro. My Tesla Model. I'll bet you everything that Julius Walker will defeat this man. This man does not have 76-inch reach against Julius Walker. He has 73, bro. I'm not even kidding. 73-inch reach for a light heavyweight.
You're out of your fucking mind, Harry.
You don't believe? Hey,
damn.
I told you. I'll bet you anything.
No. Look, I think he's gonna win the fight. I'm 100% with you. It's just I could not. I'm not betting my fucking dick on Julius Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about, bro? This guy's a basketball player. Like, who the fuck knows what's gonna happen in there? Lost to Alonzo Menefield, dog. Like, I don't know if I'm that confident.
No. Stop, brother. I promise you, Cerqueria's reach is crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's a botched fucking regional promotion that Shelby uses for feeder shit, bro.
Yeah. Look
at this, bro. They even come deformed and shit. It's weird.
Deformed.
Isn't that where Johnny Walker came from?
Nah.
No.
You know who else? They cut that person, but I'll give you another one. They call her the Brazilian Ronda.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
All she has is a wrestling game, and she has no round 2 or round 3 cardio, bro. Who is this girl? They're building up a huge bantamweight,
Rondinha,
flyweight, yeah. Rondinha, yeah. Crazy, man, what the UFC does, bro. I've caught on to them, bro.
Next fight, Elijah Smith to show Toshiomi Kazama. Elijah Smith, that's free. That's fucking free cheese. Free cheese.
Yeah, I'm taking Elijah Smith too.
Free cheese. Japan is not doing fucking well for themselves right now, and that shit ain't gonna turn around until maybe next week. I'm interviewing Tim Elliott, so I shouldn't be saying that, but Tim Elliott versus old boy that fought Pantoja, that's going down next week, Harry. So I think that's maybe where we get the Japan resurgence. I just don't think it's Kazama versus Elijah Smith. Is a dog, bro. He grew up in an MMA family. You know what I'm saying? His dad fought. Kid's fucking basically undefeated. Has one loss, I guess, in Fury FC, but he's on like a 7-fight win streak. Contender Series fight was good. Looked good in the UFC. The kid's athletic. He's smart. Elijah Smith.
I like your takes, Dino. You're a very smart capper, bro. Like, especially like when you see you got a lot of good angles, bro, and good mentions. Yes, Elijah Smith's fights, his last 5 fights have all been, it's crazy. It's all been down to a science with his dad. It's all catered to developing every aspect, the striking, the grappling, the wrestling, whether it's defending or being offensive with it, right? So here, he's going to have to be very good with the counters and also the explosive pressure forward style of Toshiomi Kazama, right? He hasn't fought a guy like this in 3 years. So this guy, Toshiomi, is not just going to burst with flurries and combinations. He's going to try and lock in his arms, take him down. He's going to try and be an animal in there. But Elijah's going to be too big, man, too strong. He's going to defend. Well, he's going to do that shit that Christian Rodriguez does against the wall, just defending the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Elijah Smith for that one. But something I find like extra fascinating about Elijah Smith is we all know like the UFC is only like 31, 32 years old and shit like that. And relative like the NFL, NBA, like the UFC is like brand fucking new. But we see in the NFL, NBA all the time, like all these fucking like nepo babies and shit. Or I ain't gonna call them nepo babies, but these kids whose dads used to like compete at the same level, and they grew up in a household with like an NFL or NBA player as like their pops and shit. This is literally like ground zero of that instance for the UFC.
Yeah,
and that ground zero is Elijah Smith. Like he's the first person we've seen who's like dad used to be there, so it's crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
It's crazy to see that. Like I'm very interested to see how that goes.
It's the first generation, right? So like we're getting to that point where those guys' fucking kids are coming of age. The only one that I could think of besides that right now, off the top of my head, is AJ McKee, right? His dad obviously fucking fought, but AJ McKee's a dog too. So I think these kids are gonna be fucking special. Like all these nepo babies, let's call them, right? But they're all gonna be fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna be really good. Like I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing like more of them because like eventually we're gonna get some all-time greats that are nepo babies. So
I'm just trying to see Hap Chandler versus Conor Jr., man. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm done with the UFC at that point.
No, that'd be funny as fuck. That would be the funniest fight I've ever seen in my fucking life. Man, that'd be fucking funny.
All right, man. We have
what's his name, Rush Holloway in there.
All right, so now it's Joselyn Edwards and Priscilla Cachoeira.
I'll give you the quick one here, Harry. I don't think Joselyn Edwards is that good of a fighter. I usually pick her, and I'm usually right when I pick her. I feel like I have a good job at reading her. She's just big as fuck, bro. She's thick, she's strong, she's powerful for the division. She's just not all that skilled. I don't think she's all like she's very tough, but she's not powerful. You know what I mean? Like she's not putting anybody away. She's just kind of big-bodied and strong. And Priscilla Cachoeira, to me, is a girl that's never going to break. You need to put her ass out to break her. And I don't see that happening from Joselyn Edwards at all. I think Priscilla Cachoeira, even though she's old as fuck at this point, or she's getting there old as fuck, she's like a year and a half older than me. But, she's a dog, man. That knockout last time out was crazy. I don't know that Joselyn Edwards could take that kind of damage. If she lands something clean on her, she will go down and she will be hurt. So I love the underdog in Priscilla Cachoeira here. Plus 205. I do a good job with women's MMA, Harry. You know that. So I'm going zombie.
I'd be disappointed if Joselyn can't take those hits, man. Really. Priscilla's an old lady, man. I think this might be the last fight on her contract, if not for one more. So it'd be disappointing. Joselyn Edwards is a technical boxer. She's worked her ass off, and she's tried to develop the takedown, And I think she can get it here. At least if you could keep Priscilla on her back for one round, you will win this fight. But I'm not gonna hold you. You are right about your mentions to Priscilla's game. So I'd be surprised if she really does her Edwards. Edwards, you're right. She does squint her eyes. She closes them when she's getting hit. It is true. So we'll see. I got Edwards on the money line.
I'm gonna have to watch some. I'm gonna have to rewatch some fights tonight because I usually can't like have an opinion on some shit unless I like got the old fights fresh in my mind. But just off of instinct, I would have to go with Joselyn. Okay. I would trust that Joselyn would get it done.
And trust me, I get it. The size difference and the grappling could definitely be the difference. Just think about last time though. What Priscilla Cachoeira, she put Josiane Nunes, who's like a little fucking tank. She put her ass out cold. It wasn't just a knockout like women's MMA. Like it was an out cold knockout. So I don't know that I don't know that Joselyn eats that shot. Is all I'm saying.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm not there.
Keep that.
I'm about to keep notes on that shit.
And then this is the dog of the card, right? So Uros Medic, the favorite against Gilbert Urbina, who fought Brian Battle for the tough, right? The tough contract.
It was supposed to be Tresean Gore, friend of the channel. Shout out Tresean Gore. Hope he's doing all right. It was supposed to be him, and then fucking he got injured. Gilbert Urbina stepped in, got his ass whooped by Brian Battle.
There we go. So I got Gilbert Urbina on the money line. This guy changed his striking really well. Uros Medic, what would you say, Dino? This guy's wrestling is no good, right? His defense is no good.
Who are we talking about? Uros Medic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah, so that's how I write it, man. And Urbina's what, a plus 320? What is he?
Urbina is a big dog. He's like a plus 300. 92% of people on Tapology are taking Uros Medic, though, Harry. To let
That
you know
is nuts, man.
92 to 8. In my breakdown, I'm going Uros Medic, and then the only reason I say that is just because Gilbert Urbina, to me, man, again, another guy that comes from a fighting family, right? His brothers all fought. His brother was in the UFC. He's tough as fuck, man. He's just not really phenomenal technically in anything. He's a very well-rounded fighter. And I think Uros Medic is a specialist when it comes to the striking. And Gilbert Urbina, we've seen cracked, man. So that's what really worries me about him. We saw him get knocked out by Chuck Buffalo. Brian Battle put him out, I guess, with a choke. He got knocked out by Tresean Gore in Ultimate Fighter. So I think if those guys are putting you away, if Uros Medic can land something clean, man, that's no good. But, you know, we'll see, I guess. I'm not, like, super confident in it. Not 92 to 8 anyways. But I'll go Urbina. Or, I'm sorry, Uros Medic.
You got some good-ass breakdowns, man. I'm not going to lie.
Thank you, bro. Hey, this is what we do over here. Come on, Chris. We got fucking right. Pros here. I break shit down. Harry knows the betting side analytically, bro. We got you here for the fucking comic relief. Come on now.
That's funny, guys. We do be doing this shit. This is a good little trio we got going on, man. We got to keep this motherfucker going.
Yeah, and we don't only have to break down a card, man. We could just break down the main card or just the co-main and main. You know what I'm saying, Chris?
Yeah.
We could always hop on, man. Whenever you're available, man, we hop on. We could make this live too, bro. Bring in 2-3 of your guys, you know, everyone bring in somebody and we just chop it up.
Oh, no, for sure, man. Yeah, we definitely got to do this shit more often, bro. There's some good shit right here. There's some good-ass content we got right here. I ain't gonna lie.
The last fight is Gabriel Fernandes and Julius Stoliarenko. Stoliarenko's the grappler that submitted Molly McCann. Remember that in London?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got Gabriella Fernandes. I don't think she's as good as Dione Barbosa. They both hold to judo and jiu-jitsu belts. Good grappling, and striking, but this one particularly, Gabriella Fernandes, is only a purple belt, and she doesn't really work off her back too well. You know, she just waits for the round to start. But man, those overhands, her striking, very strong, man. Her jab, her cross, she's powerful. So with Julia Stoliarenko giving her back when she's getting hurt or hit with hands and shit, fists, that's not a good sign, man. So yeah, she's also opening gyms across the like 2-3 continents already. So yeah, she's busy. She's an entrepreneur. Yeah, she's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, she's no good, bro. She's a one-trick pony. She's just a fucking armbar, right? Like she has a fetish for fucking arm bars. Gabrielle Fernandes is solid. She's well-rounded. She should win by decision. I think this one's like the easiest of the girls' fights to me on this card.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Gabrielle the one that beat Wayne Kong?
Yeah. Knocked her out.
Yo.
I ain't gonna lie. I was so high on Wayne Kong. That fight made me so fucking mad. that shit pissed me off so
5 in the morning, bro.
That was everybody.
Man, I was making hella videos talking about we about to get women's Izzy versus Pereira and shit with Wayne Kong coming to MMA, man. And she did that bullshit. I was like, God damn it. That fucking character arc would have been so good.
Hey, I never liked her, so I was excited as fuck. It was like 5 in the morning. I was on my second coffee and shit. I was excited.
I'm weak as hell. Why didn't you like her?
I don't know, bro. I don't like all the fucking the theatrics and shit, like painting your face like Joker and stunting. I'm a Valentina fan. That's probably where it came from, deep down. It's like, fuck you.
Oh, yeah, I got you. We don't need the
fucking female Pereira right now coming for Adesanya. I didn't need that shit. I'm a Valentina fan. I'm an Izzy fan. So I was like, I don't know. That comparison, I didn't like it.
Oh, yeah, you ain't want to get that damn deja vu.
I don't like that shit.
I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. Especially being a fucking Izzy fan, man, because, like, I ain't gonna lie. Seeing Pereira doing what he was doing in 2024, it was rough. For me, it was rough.
Why?
I was having a horrible time watching that run.
You know what's fucking crazy? This guy, he has us blocked on Instagram. I don't know what. Harry, I told Harry this.
Pereira?
Alex Pereira, on the fight day, him and Khalil Roundtree on fight day. I went to this guy's Instagram. I was trying to find something. Fucking not there. I was like, what? I checked from my personal, not there. I hit up my boy that fucking that runs the channel with me. I was like, yo, check your personal. Same shit. You know how, like, when you block someone on Instagram, it blocks all their accounts?
Yep.
It blocks everything like associated with your Instagram. So all of our shit's blocked on there. It's like we never did anything bad to fucking Alex Pereira, never said anything bad about him. We just dropped a video like 2 days before that glazing him. It was literally, the title was like Alex Pereira glaze, and it was like fucking Chama. Like, we're just like, this guy's the most fucking entertaining thing in the world and all this shit. Blocked.
That's fucking nuts. That's actually fucking weird, because like he doesn't even seem like the type of person that would do that. Like, that's like some Kevin Holland shit.
Like, you know?
Yeah, like, that's some Kevin Holland shit. I could never imagine Pereira doing that. I wonder why.
Shout out that's a callback to earlier. Me and Harry were talking about. Harry, edit that shit out. Keep that out. But Kevin Holland is the biggest fucking asshole in MMA. We were talking about that like 5 minutes before you got on.
Mm-hmm.
There is one more fight, Harry. You missed one.
No way. That's it.
Brundage and Eryk McConico.
Oh God, Brundage on the money line, bro. McConico is too slow, bro. He's got good striking, but you're seeing there the sequences, the shot selection, great, no problem. Dog, bro, this is UFC. This ain't no LFA. This ain't PFL, Bellator. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Cody deserves that respect. He's put in the work, man. 4 or 5 camps already. He's rolling into this, not off his bed, off the best promotion in the world, man. You got to be elite. That's the easiest money you're gonna cash.
Shout out Cody Brundage, a friend of the fucking channel. We had him on. I talked to him this week. He's in good spirits, Harry. He's ready to fucking go. He's beating this guy, right? And I think it is exactly what you said it is. You're a dude coming from a smaller promotion who I don't even think really showed that he's ready for this level yet, versus a guy in Cody Brundage who gets disrespected for actually being a pretty good fighter. I mean, yes, he's a 500 fighter in the UFC, but that's a lot fucking better than most of these people that go 0-2 and get cut, right? So Cody Brundage, first round TKO, ground and pound. I think the wrestling is going to be different. McConico is a striker, and he's supposed to be a striker, and he's kind of low level at that as well. So wild out, maybe he could catch Cody Brundage. I just think the experience is going to play into it.
Yeah, that's fast. Yeah, Cody Brundage, he does get disrespected too much. And once again, like y'all said, shout out to him, because he actually follows me back on Instagram as well. So shout out to him. I might have to speak with him one day, because I fuck with him.
What a guy.
Yeah, I fuck with him. It does still kind of piss me off that he was on UFC 300, but shout out to him. Like, why the fuck was he there? Like,
yo, Grizz, you're crazy, man.
Can't fucking wait. I'm excited, guys.
Man, we're gonna chop this up again. All right, Chris, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on, man. And as always, man, I know Dino says this is your channel, Harry. Nah, man, this is Dino's channel, man. Thank you for bringing us together, Dino. Thank you for bringing us together, my brother.
For sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. We do appreciate that.
You guys up next week. Harry, we're obviously gonna do the betting shit that we do. And then Chris, if you want to fucking do some shit, bro, we're always down. Me and my boy, we have our shit that we do. If you're ever interested in doing something, we're down.
Oh, okay, bet. For sure, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that for sure. Shit, do y'all have TikToks?
No, just Instagram.
We do. Okay, we just don't use it.
Okay, bet. Honestly, like y'all are some pretty smart motherfuckers. I say y'all need to get on TikTok. Y'all can start building some followings on TikTok, and like we all could go live together on TikTok. Especially like, cause I got banned on TikTok like several months ago, and I'm like rebuilding it and shit. But before I got banned, I had like 47,000 followers on there, so I do have a presence, even though my account's small right now. So if y'all get some TikToks, y'all can go live with me. Y'all can build that shit up, because getting monetization on TikTok's pretty easy. So
let me ask you a question, Chris. Okay, I understand that a lot of these young kids, they're like, obviously they're fucking using TikTok and shit more so than Instagram or whatever the fuck, or YouTube for sure. But, like, what is that like? What is a fucking TikTok live like? Like, I've never done that shit. I'm not trying to sound like a fucking boomer, but what does that entail? Like, how the fuck does it work?
Yeah, I say TikTok live in particular because, Instagram live, the only people that are going to be on your Instagram live are people that already like fucking follow you, right?
Yeah.
With TikTok live, you can use that as like a funnel to gain a shit ton of like new followers. Because it's like people can like doom scroll on TikTok Live and just swipe on live stream to live stream to live stream, and they can just come across your shit. So that's why I always say go on TikTok Live, because like back in like the prime of my TikTok account, I used to like live stream and like do like watch parties and shit, or like fight companions or whatever you want to call it. And I think I did one of those for fucking, and I wouldn't show the screen. It would just be me like watching the fight doing commentary. I did it for like a boxing fight. I think it was Dmitry Bivol versus Better BF. At one point, there was like 1,000 people in that shit.
Yeah.
At once. So, yeah. TikTok Live gets fucking active, which is why I'm exactly like, I'm telling y'all, like, yo, y'all need to hop on that shit. Because y'all smart. Like, you got good breakdowns. You got good money lines. Like you said, I'm the comedy relief. Like, we got good chemistry, which is why I'm like pushing for that. Because that would actually be a good idea.